Today we've got 3 good reasons to be happy. It's a gorgeous day for sailing. We're in a wonderful place, Varazza, on the Ligurian coast, and we've got a big rib at our disposal. Capelli's Tempest 40. There's loads of power, so those heavy-footed car drivers and the motorcyclists who like going full throttle will love this one. We've got 2 Yamaha 350 units, and this Japanese builder does things so well. You only need to read the specifications on these 2 engines to realise that, to get all this power, in fact, they've used a monoblock with 5.330 centimetre cubed V8 cylinders. But Capelli does things well too. In fact, this is made with a vacuum-infused resin techniques, so it's solid but lighter than other traditionally made models. It's laminated by hand, so resists better when it comes to things like water penetrating the fibre resin. Like a yacht, you can leave it in the water for a long time, safeguarding the immersed parts with specific products, of course, even the tubulars. The tubulars are gigantic, 70 centimetres in diameter at the stern, and are well proportioned both for the width of the boat as well as the displacement. Acting as floats too, because the tubulars are in contact with the water, which means the boat is more stable and you can use it more easily for whatever you do on board. Cooking, lunching, napping. It's how a rib should be, as it integrates aesthetics and function. 12 metres long allows for luxury, and this is the place it's just right for this terminology, having the living area and sun deck separate too. Thanks to the roll bar, you can extend 2 sunshades, one towards the bow and the other towards the stern. And there should always be some shade, just like there should be water, which, now I mention it, there's even hot water on board for the shower. The bridge at the bow is nearly triangular, aerodynamically shaped, which suggests this boat might be quite fast. Starting weight, even after the infusion, is already 3.7 tonnes. Of course, if you look at the cabin, furnished with its double bed, drawers and a separate bathroom. To understand if a rib is really ergonomic, you need to move around without looking at your feet, not trip up or bang your toes or elbows. And if there are steps, they need to be wide and easily manageable. To get to the stern, you shouldn't need to lower your head to go under the roll bar. On top of all that, in this Tempest 40, there are also walkways along the edges. This boat will cost you €236,000, but if you want a joystick, that'll be more. €258. Is a joystick necessary? Well, at the back we've got those tubulars that double as bumpers, so the boat doesn't get battered by the wind as the hull is quite low, and, all in all, we can mount a propeller at the bow. But what can you say? Yamaha's Helmmaster does make it easier. Outside the port here in Varazza, the wind is blowing a little bit harder as we edge slowly away from the coast. The fetch and the sea are getting higher. It's an ideal day for sailboats, but it's ideal for us motorboaters too, with a boat like this one. The outboard engine is on a bracket, external in respect to the transom, which positions them at the right height and the place in terms of the boat's barycenter.
In questo modo la cala di poppa resta.
This means the drop at the stern stays clear, so that with a hammock and shade you can do a little sea camping. You know, there may be an inboard-outboard version sometime in the future. In the meantime, we've got up to 2,000 revs a minute at a speed of 10 knots, and the boat is already planing. With these two engines, the weight on the transom is 730 kilograms, and it's important to check right from the start that the trim is right. Though this is a product package put together both by the boat builder as well as Yamaha, which means, of course, that it is perfect, at least in terms of dynamics.
Sentite la grinta di questi motori?
Can you hear that roar? The reduction ratio is 1.73, which is quite long. It's made to race, and yet they're very snappy. Do you know why? Because it's got 33 valve distribution, and the variator is a Yamaha VCT.
Base di Yamaha, il VCT. Proviamo l'andatura di crociera tipica.
If we go at normal cruising speed, if you followed the boat show, you'll know that would be about 25 knots.
Tutti coloro che navigano per diporto, prevalentemente.
And that petrol consumption is 75 litres per hour, and engines are revving at 3,600 revs a minute.
Ci portiamo a un regime un po' più alto.
I'm going to bring the revs up and raise the trim a bit at the same time.
Nonostante le onde.
Even with these waves, to 4,000 revs a minute, the boat is just slipping across the water. I've got 20% trim and I'm doing 30 knots an hour using 95 litres an hour. The waves are quite strong here. Hold on.
Dovete sapere che questi motori raggiungono.
You should know that these engines get up to a maximum of 5,000 revs, with quite a low turnover, which definitely doesn't put any stress on the mechanical organs. 5,000 revs now, we're sailing at 38 knots. Consumption has risen. Yep, it's 150 litres an hour. Now, our task is to succeed in gaining a few revs, because the maximum turnover is 6,000 revs a minute, and the stronger the engines rev, the faster the propellers go. And so do we.
E più forte andiamo.
5,800, 5,900. If I give it a bit of trim, the hull comes out of the water. We're taking off. I can't feel the waves at all. The rib continues to cut through perfectly, keeping perfectly balanced on the water's surface. It's not pitching, quite incredible. And we're going 6,000 revs a minute, 47 knots. And I won't tell you how much petrol we're eating up. It's pretty impressive, the trim this boat's got. Mad, the incidence angle doesn't change when it hits the wave. And I think these aren't that high, but they're steep, wind is high, and they're going very fast. But then we give it a bit of trim. It's not just the bow that lifts. The whole boat lifts out of the water in parallel and pushes ahead like a missile. Look at those waves in comparison to the speed. Crazy. The only thing I don't like about this boat is that I wish this door didn't open.
In navigazione.
This CAPELLI Tempest 40 has one other important advantage. It's distributed by Yamaha Motor Europe, so you're connected to Yamaha's international network for anything you need.